Okay, so I had someone, send me something on my YouTube channel saying it's very hard for them to get their right hand like hitting impulse out of their swing, and what would they do, and should they do one hand swings? And I thought about it, and maybe in a way, yeah. So I think what I would do, so you're trying to get to this kind of condition with your trainer, which is going to equate to a slightly hands forward position as you go through the ball with your club. So I would say the way to do it is just hold predominantly in this hand and just hold extremely lightly in this hand, like maybe even just a 2-finger grip, and figure out what it takes without really using this hand. You want this hand for stabilizing this so it's not out of control, but figure out how to move your body to get through with this condition coming through. And the way to do it is to move this way, is the answer, generally speaking. So if you're not moving up and you try to do it, then the only way is to try to force it by pushing down and pulling up. That's not what you want. You don't want to force this interaction. There's no forcible leverage in a golf swing, at least the way I'm doing it. Some people do forcibly leverage through the ball, but I'm not doing that. So there, you just have to keep this moving through. So it is essentially just a one-hand action, but you're just keeping this on as a little guide, and you want to feel how little can I use this hand. So how little can I use that draw hand? And then the same feeling with your club now. So with your club, you can even do something very light like this, and just how little. So the problem will be, you're used to doing this. If you're 99% of golfers, you're used to stalling. You're going to take that out. You're going to have to get a little closer probably. We're going to keep this hand just like that. Now we're going to move that through and see how I do. So I thinned it a little. As I predicted, I am also working my way out of a little bit of a flip still. So I will get a little closer, stay a little lower, see if I can move that through without coming through like this, without any real activity of this hand, I would say. Let's try that again. Probably a little bit better, a little to the left. That was a timing issue. So once you become dependent really on just the extension of this arm as the swing, you have to then get everything right otherwise. So we'll try again. That one was pretty good. So there's your process. Just keep working on it. Pay attention to, are you getting in there with your right hand? Are you adding something? Are you deliberately stalling to make the club square? So get a sense of emotion moving all the way through, and then you just have to find out where you need to stand to make that motion work. So maybe it's closer, maybe you have to be more open, a little more closed, maybe you need to put your weight differently. There's all those parameters, but you want a continuous fluid motion. That's the one thing that you don't want to give up in a golf swing, because that's really the only way to create a predictable swing, is to have a movement that doesn't have this element of timing where you want to stall the movement, redirect the movement. It needs to be fluid through the ball to ever become predictable. So once you have that fluid motion, then just keep adjusting every other parameter, and you'll find you'll figure it out. It's not easy. It takes a long time. It takes diligent practice, but it is the way to go if you're really trying to develop some level of consistency.